Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. No run back here down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4", it's Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Swift. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 now. To throw, Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing his Kaepernick on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Brady. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on first. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Brady now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Brady. Touchdown 49ers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be... And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
On second down, Swift. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Jack Fox now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 22 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Slant pass, he's got Reynolds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback, make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. If second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out in Indy. Seattle in town for the season opener against Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that game level as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 40. Football. The defense. They were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd down and goal. Brady escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, and offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them, and that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he ran right through 1 tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down now, Swift. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Niners set to take over on offense. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
Brady will look to throw for it. Rolling to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
That catch good for only a couple. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 88 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw, Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.